Going on, everybody? This is Diego with Techie Life, and today I have this older Samsung model LED 65-inch model number here. Let's see if we can zoom in. Let's see here. UN65F64, made in 2013. And the problem that we're having here is not turning on, or at least it looks like it's not turning on, like all the TVs that I get. So initially when I first got this TV, it did turn on. We had a picture, but about half of the screen was pretty dim, maybe a little more than half. A couple months later, I attempted to repair this TV. Now I have no picture at all. So I know that it's going to point to, I'm sorry, I got no LED backlights at all. So I know that it's going to point something towards the LEDs. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this apart. I'm going to be basically trying to test all the LEDs before I start breaking down the panel, make sure that the LEDs are coming on. If they're not coming on, then I'll go ahead and repair them then. But if the LEDs do come on and if I get the same readings on my little multimeter or my little LED tester, then we probably might have a problem with the power supply board. So I'm gonna go ahead and break this down, and I'm gonna put y'all in pause. Alright, so we have it taken apart, or just the panel, not the whole TV here. We're gonna go ahead and test. First off, we're gonna test to make sure the power board comes on, or see if we can make it to come on. One of the easiest ways to know if a power board works is by unplugging the main board from the power board. So once we plug this into the back here, you should hear a click here, and at this point you would be able to see a glow coming from all of these LEDs if the LEDs are good and the power supply is good. So this kind of not confirms, but we kind of have to now see if we can test it from here, from this input here, if it's easy enough, because sometimes it's not that easy. Let's see here. Let me set y'all up here. Alright, so here we have this little guide here that'll kind of tell us what pin is what. So I'm not 100% certain here, but it'll tell us right there kind of what's negative and what's positive. So all we'd have to do is align the negative with the positive with our tester and see if we can get this to light up. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that now. Let's see if I can do it from here. So, because it should be flipped over, or it might be flipped over. Let me see if that's true here. Okay, so it should be evenly coming from this board here. So our legend should still be the same here. So the first bottom two says note NC, means there's nothing, no charge, I believe. Let's see if I can get the second piece here. I'm not getting any response here, or any voltage change or drop. This may be in a series, so if I take out the plug, it might kill whatever is on there. So let's try it when it's plugged in. If I can reach in there. This is a little complicated because the pins are really hard to reach in here. There we go. I got one of the pins here, and I'm hitting the ground, but I still got nothing. It may have its own designated ground. I'm gonna go ahead and crack open the TV because it'll probably be easier to test the LEDs than it is in this way, because this is a series test, and in the series you can't tell how many LEDs are out. All you can tell is just if one LED is out, usually everything else goes out. So let's crack it open. Okay, so we got almost everything taken apart here. I took out the back plate here, took out the bezel. The bezel has tape around there, so make sure you undo the tape. And I took out these little guides that go to the LCD ribbons here, and right now I have it taped, so I undid it, taped it forward, the side too, because I'm gonna basically pull them with my 2 suction cups here, because it is a big screen. I don't want to risk cracking it. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So make sure you disconnect all the ribbons from the back. Make sure that you have no other tape kind of laying around here, because you will crack it if you pull it. So yeah, let's do it. So real quick, I just wanted to show y'all that it is possible to pick this up. Like I said, I put it in the center here. So basically I just reach out my hands kind of towards the middle. Once I put some suction cups down, I just give it a little tug just in case. Make sure nothing's there. You will feel some pressure. I guess the air kind of sucking in, so you'll feel that. Just make sure you don't pull too much. So slowly go up. And then when you travel, you want to travel like this, only because you don't want the weight of that on the suction cups going all towards the bottom. When you're like this, the weight of the LCD gets basically it slides down to where it's not as much weight. So basically you can move around like this, and it's best that you put this on a flat surface somewhere where it's not gonna I guess tip over and all, but you want to put it to where it's flat and clean, because once you set it down, whatever's on that surface is going to be going on the back side, and you don't want to clean the back side. It's just more of a pain, and it'll be harder on y'all. You'll see the spots, you'll see little hairs, little whatever, dust bunnies. So just be sure that when you put it on, it's nice and clean and there's no other foreign substance there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And here we're gonna be taking out these little tabs here. It's pretty simple. You just gotta do this for the whole. Little tough here, but you can use a flathead if you want to undo these. Just make sure you don't break them. So go ahead and do that. After that, you're gonna be taking out the films. Make sure you don't put that where there's a bunch of dust, as well too. Because look, right now I got this little thing here, and it'll show up in the screen. So make sure that that's clean, okay? And then we'll go to the LEDs. All right, so here's the TV taken apart. What I did notice is this little black dot here. It looks like it burned through, because they don't look like factory holes there. It looks like they got burned, whatever LEDs are there. Or not the LEDs, but they're probably resistors, and those resistors just basically control the LED's voltage and whatnot. Anyways, on this next step, we're going to be taking off these little, what do you call them? I guess they hold the white portion up here, the films. So we're just going to twist right or left, 90 degrees, and then pull it out. And what this allows you to do is just to lift up this white sheet here. That way you can access the LEDs all the way through. And I know I kind of make it seem like it's no big deal, but it is a big deal to do this. This is not for a novice, unless you are very curious or you don't really care if you break your TV. You just want to be careful, because you can break your TV pretty easy. At this point, the TV is going to be pretty lightweight now, so you can move it around. Bunch of tape here, so you can remove some of the tape. It's gray tape. Put it on back earlier, put whatever tape that you want. It just holds the film in place here. Just don't pull in it too hard, because sometimes these lenses will come out. I missed one. So that film doesn't matter if you get it dirty, it's fine. I mean, it really doesn't. So here we have these LEDs here, and I can kind of see that some of these LEDs are burnt. In fact, there's little smoke marks on some of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's like 4 of them burnt out here. We're gonna be testing them out with this LED tester. If I have it here. Where is it at? Here it is. So that right there gives me a good indication that some of these are going to be, you know, messed up and whatnot. So I might have to replace those. So we'll see. Start off with this one. .55 volts, and looks like all the LEDs are on this one. So we'll start this one. That one should be a good one. So 55 volts as well. We're good. This is the one that's messed up here. Of course, we have nothing going here. But what I can do is I can test the second circuit on this side, and that'll be here. So this one's good. The only thing that's not good is this first strip right here. So this strip we had to find or replace or something. Let me see if I can. So yeah, that LED. I think that LED is bad there. We got quite a few bad LEDs there. Same thing for this one here. This one's bad. Let's test out the other side here. That one seems fine. This one seems fine. Seems fine. That one's a bad one. So it looks like it was those exact ones that are burnt out, the ones with the resistors there. I mean, you can replace the resistors, but I'm pretty sure it's the LEDs that are bad. in any other case, you have to replace the LEDs and the resistor too. So let's see here. We have, I think, 5 LED strips that are broken here. So I had to order these LED strips. Normally I would repair these, but since the little resistor's already messed up, I don't want to risk, putting LEDs and then not repairing this. So till the next time, go ahead and order the LEDs. I'm gonna close out this video because I know it's gonna be these LEDs, but that's probably the quickest way to troubleshoot these things. And then I think these strips go for, I don't know, $30 or $20 each, or maybe I can make a deal on someone on eBay. But let me know how it goes. Subscribe to this channel, and y'all take care, guys. Thanks.